So I decided that I thought the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise needed a reboot for a hell of a long time. And I thought, who best take a crack at this than me? So I'm Velocity, and this is my Sonic the Hedgehog reboot project, starting with... I believe the first thing we need to do is change all the character designs and backstories to make it fit in with this reboot story a bit better. So let's see what I can do. Let's start with Dr. Robotnik, not Eggman in this. An evil businessman owning almost half of the planet. He creates robots by trapping smaller critters, just like inside the bodies, like he does in the normal games. He has a red and black colour scheme, none of the yellow, cartoony stuff, more dark and gloomy. Then Sonic, he's the main character. He's a speedy blue hero with an awesome pair of trainers, made to help his speed. He has an electrical power set. He's also mute in this, just like classic Sonic used to be, but I want to keep this one naturally mute, so he has no voice. You have to tell what he's doing from his expressions. He's a hero and the sole protector of the South Islands. Open with TV footage of a Robotnik warehouse getting trashed in a blue flash. Dr. Robotnik in his office on the phone, asking if they have found the thing that trashed his South Island warehouse. They tell him they did find him, but the doctor cuts him off mid-sentence and tells him to send out the badniks and get that hedgehog. It zooms into his glasses to reveal the logo. Sonic the Hedgehog. We see our hero's shoes running along the ground. The camera keeps panning up. We then see Sonic's face. He's standing on the edge of a cliff. We see a shot of his full design. Then he spin dashes off a cliff, destroying some badniks. This reboot, it would go back to Sonic's origins as a 2D platformer-based kind of game, but it was a 2D drawn art style and have a full voice cast and animated cutscenes that help explain the story, with our protagonist being, mute. This game's story will be about Robotnik being a businessman who owns about half the planet, but he got so rich from being a genius inventor because he was always alone and has a lack of social skills and is a bit insane, which is reflected in design with his goggles being two different colours. Green for the businessman inside, like green like money, and red for his anger and insanity. And our hero, Sonic, is a mute blue hedgehog, also going by the Blue Blah, who is slowly but surely taking down Robotnik's warehouses and trying to gather the Chaos Emeralds to restore South Island and the rest of Mobius back to the way it was before Dr. Robotnik polluted the planet. Sonic, as I've said before, is a mute environmentalist hero trying to save his island and the rest of the world from being taken over by the evil Dr. Robotnik and his machines. Sonic was based around multiple versions of the character, using his green eyes from modern Sonic, the fatter, shorter body of classic Sonic, the sports tape of the Boom design, the satchel from movie Sonic, my own custom design trainers, and gloves with some rings on, similar to Shadow. Dr. Robotnik is a crazy, billionaire genius, never being around many people at a young age, but being a master manipulator, which is how he ended up with all the power he has. His design in this reboot is very similar to Dr. Eggman in the first Sonic movie, with a mainly black and red colour scheme, with a very untidy moustache and shiny bald head. As I said before, his goggles show his split personality between rich businessman and evil. I would involve the Chaos Emeralds by having there be 8 islands, all with 9 levels, or 10, the 10th one being either a boss battle against one of Robotnik's machines, called Titans, or an animal testing lab / Robotnik warehouse. They will all be powered by the emeralds, and when you make it to the 8th and final island, which has been completely transformed into Robotnik's base, where he resides with an army of badniks, a giant robot suit of armor being created by his masterpiece, a replica of the Chaos Emeralds is what this masterpiece is, all put into one gem. It's the Phantom Ruby, but not the one from Sonic Forces. He has one other thing being controlled by this Phantom Ruby, that thing being... This version of Metal Sonic is a more clunky yet imposing machine, similar to Mecha Sonic in Sonic 2, but he would still retain a similar colour scheme to Metal Sonic. He wouldn't have a voice box, so just like his non-metal counterpart, he's mute. But unlike most badniks, he's intimidating to Sonic. Sonic knows they have a sort of connection. Sonic would be given similar powers to his movie counterpart. His electricity powers would be fueled in a bar similar to the boost mechanic in Boost era games and the Werehog Unleashed bar. You would increase the bar by gain access to these powers. The only way to do that would be to get 100 rings. Then you have 1 minute of the powers. Think of it like a mock supersonic. This power would be the best way to take down Robotnik's Titans and his labs that contain the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds are gems that were worshipped by ancient tribes, but were seen as too powerful and were sealed away in temples. But when Robotnik gained control over Mobius, he found them all and abused them by using their power to, power machines and factories. They can also be used if all 7 are collected in one spot to give one person godlike abilities. But Robotnik decided to try and replicate the power of them all being combined into one gem. That gem being the Phantom Ruby is a gem that contains a copy of all 7 Chaos Emerald powers in one gem. Robotnik created it and now uses it to command Metal Sonic and control his robot suit. This gem also contains the abilities teleport, create and destroy things with just a thought, and reality warping. This is why Robotnik has all the power he has and why no one has tried to take him down until now. So I'm not going to explain all the details of the warehouses that Sonic takes down because there's like 4 of them. But one of them just so happened to be an animal testing lab where Robotnik was changing the DNA of animals. One animal being a fox that was altered to have tails that move at immense speeds, being able to use them as propellers like a helicopter of sorts. As Sonic set him and the other tested on Mobians free, he admires Sonic and his bravery, hoping one day to be able to follow in Sonic's footsteps and hopefully meet and repay a life-saving debt to the Blue Blah. The Titans are giant robots being powered by the Chaos Emerald. They all just look like bigger versions of Badniks. There are only 3 Titans, but those 3 are Titanus Krabus, Titanus Chameleon, and Titanus Reventol. These Titans gather info on Sonic by battling him, and just before being destroyed, send the data to a computer for Robotnik to use that data to help make Metal Sonic, meaning all of Metal Sonic's techniques are all of Sonic's, which is why Sonic feels a connection to Metal. Sonic rushes through the level, collecting at least 100 rings. In this level, the whole level is a robot-sized island. But when you get to the end, Metal Sonic drops down on you. The screen cuts to black, and then a cutscene starts playing. Sonic is tied up. Robotnik is there explaining to Sonic that he no longer needs the Chaos Emerald because he has the Phantom Ruby. And what it does, a quick time event starts in that cutscene, and if you succeed, you break out. If you don't succeed, you get erased by the Phantom Ruby and have to restart the cutscene. When you succeed, the cutscene continues. You then see Metal Sonic pop out from nowhere, starting a boss fight with him. In this fight, you constantly have your electrical abilities, and this is one of the only non-platforming levels. Here it's similar to the modern Sonic boss fight. Think SA2 first boss fight on the Hero story, like that gun robot, but turned into Metal Sonic. This version of Metal Sonic, I mean. They almost destroy each other, but they're too similar, just tiring each other out. Another cutscene plays, and then Metal Sonic tries to go for the final blow, but rejects his purpose and lets Sonic get back up. He then tries to fly away, but then he seems to start disappearing. We cut to see Robotnik using the Phantom Ruby to destroy Metal Sonic. After Metal is left as nothing but a head, he stops using the Ruby, picks up Metal's head, and says, "Weak. This machine somehow gained emotion. This robot became weak." He kicks Sonic around, screaming things like, "How did you turn him against me? I created him. Just took that all away. How could you stop being so damn annoying and just speak now?" Robotnik then pulls a Phantom Ruby out of his pocket as quick as possible and says, "You may have turned Metal against me, but this machine is all me, and I'm not gonna be that easy to beat." A giant robot gets created around Robotnik by the Ruby. The robot suit steps on Sonic. A yellow glow bursts out from under the robot's foot. Sonic then bursts out from under it, destroying it, but he gets rebuilt by the Ruby. We then see Super Sonic's full design as the final level commences. This is the final level of the game. It's very similar to the Sonic Generations version of the Egg Dragoon. But you play as Super Sonic. You have to attack the Phantom Ruby on the outside of the suit. You have unlimited retries. But if you lose and choose not to retry, you get the bad ending, where Robotnik's suit punches Super Sonic. The emeralds are flying out of him, and you get flung to the ground, and Robotnik just builds over your body, using it as an energy generator. But that's only if you're really that fed up with trying to beat the game. You'll get that ending. But if you carry on and beat the game, you get the good ending. Super Sonic lands the final hit on the Phantom Ruby, destroying the whole robot suit. Robotnik starts falling, and Sonic then uses the power of the Chaos Emeralds to reset the 8 Islands of Mobius back to greenery, including Robotnik's warehouses, which become overgrown, leaving Sonic to fly back to South Island and lets the Chaos Emeralds separate from him and scatter across Mobius again. But Sonic starts running across South Island. He gets to the cliff from the opening cutscene and runs off it, to then only be caught by Tails. They fly away and the credits play. But that's not where the story ends, is it? Robotnik gets up out of the rubble, picking up a supersonic quill that fell off him and a small piece of the Phantom Ruby. He starts walking into his base. This project has been something I've enjoyed working on, and hope to make more videos like it. I thought since the Sonic movie came out that Sonic as a whole franchise needed a reboot, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and consider subscribing. It means the world to me, considering the amount of time and care I put into this video and this project. And if it gets you enough love, I'll make a stop motion series with the ideas. Maybe a sequel video might be more your taste, though. Put in the comments what you would like. And I'll see you next time. Velocity out.
Been a long day, I just wanna lay down and sleep on my bed. What you stuck in my head, I don't know why. Wish that you were next to me, cause it's been a long day. I just wanna lay down and sleep on my bed.